Hello everyone, I welcome you all to Engineering Nation. Today we will learn what is connector in Power Automate. So let's see what is in connector. So let's see the definition. So a definition is a connector is a proxy or a wrapper around an API that allows the underlying service to talk to Microsoft Flow, Power Apps and Logic Apps. It provides a way for users to connect their accounts and leverage a set of pre-built actions and trigger to build their apps and flows. So yeah, I know this kind of definition is confusing and not much clear, but we will get it clear in the next slide. So suppose this is a connector representation in my own way. So here what happens, see, this is a connector, or we can say controller. So you are playing any games in your Xbox or PlayStation or anything, so you don't have to worry about what is the internal structure of this connector or this controller. Okay, you don't have to worry about anything here. You have to just play with it. You have certain sets of controls and you have to just play with it, and you have to just send a request through with the help of this connector to your Xbox or PlayStation. So same thing here, like this controller has the interface through which we are connecting to the services that we have. Maybe here we have PlayStation, so I am just putting Twitter, so we are communicating with Twitter. So connector is nothing but just an overview or the front interface where we are connecting with the services. So and all the API bindings and everything is done by the Microsoft. We have to just use the connector to call the service, to call the information from the services, like from the Twitter. Suppose if some certain tweets happens with certain hashtag, then you can get that information with the help of connector into the flow. So you don't have to worry about how to connect the connector or how to make the connector. You don't have to worry about anything for that. The Microsoft has already done the big pain, and you have to just use the controller, or you have to just use the connector and just take the data. It is as simple as that. Just connect your service in the Power Automate or Power Apps and just pull the data from the services you want. You don't have to worry about anything over there. So that's why it is very much easy, and connector is a core part. If you want to talk about the Power Platform, connector is a core part or core thing that we have to work with. So suppose there are two components in the connectors. One is trigger and second is action. So every connector has two parts, trigger and action. So what is trigger? So for example, if you are pressing a button, then the action will be for that is to run the fan. So it's the same thing happens, like trigger is kind of a triggering point for any kind of thing. Suppose I will give you one example of triggering point. When an email arrives, so suppose when an email arrives to your inbox, you want to reply to that email, or you want to save the attachment of that email. So this is your action. So one trigger is when an email arrives, send an email or reply an email. So same thing, just trigger and action. This is how it is. It's in the real life, and in the Power Automate the same thing happens, but in different way. Like when an email arrives or when a record has been created in SharePoint list, that's how like you can trigger your flow, or you can do the action. A point to be noted here that trigger will be only one for one flow, and there are many actions can be possible, but trigger should be only one. Okay, so let's move to the next slide. And there are two types of trigger. One is polling trigger and second is push trigger. Triggers, these triggers call your service at a specific frequency to check for new data. When new data is available, it calls a new run of your workflow instance with the help of data as an input. So in this polling trigger, the trigger will continuously check the new data in the data source, and whenever a new data found, it is going to run your workflow. So this is called a polling trigger. And a push trigger, these triggers listen for data on an endpoint, that is, they wait for an event to occur. The occurrence of this event causes a new run of your workflow instance. So in this kind of trigger, so it is not going to be continuously checking the new updates or the new data that has available. It will act only when a new data arrived. So when any event occurs, then only this will trigger. Here it will trigger frequency, like frequently it will check the new data and it will trigger based upon that. But here it will wait for an event, it will not check frequently the data. It will wait for an event, and once the event occurs, it will run your workflow. So this is are the two type of trigger, and in next video we will learn what is custom connector. So I will give you the overview. Like, suppose there are many connectors available in Microsoft Power Platform, but sometimes some connectors are not available, or some personal connectors. Suppose if you have a personal API services which you want to connect, you don't have connector for that. So in that on that issue, Microsoft has released a feature called custom connector, where you can create your own connector and can be act as a normally what the other connectors behaves. So this is how the custom connector is. We will understand what is custom connector, how to create it in the next video. Thank you.